Hi, I'm Robin Madison, and I'm sitting in the backyard of the Muhlenberg House in the midst of today's dig on the property. I'm a professor of New Testament and Greek at the Lutheran Seminary, and Muhlenberg is considered the father of American Lutheranism, and all his papers and writings are in the library at Philadelphia, including the notebooks of a colonial clergyman, which have reports of life in this house where we're digging. And it's a great resource for understanding how what we're finding and what's in the notebooks fit together. And also, here is my brother.
Hi, I'm Russ Madison. I'm a board-certified behavior analyst, and I've just started on a new career as an amateur assistant helper for this archaeological dig here in Trappe. I wanted to be an archaeologist when I was a kid, but that didn't work out. But I'm having a lot of fun here now doing this. We've been here since Wednesday, continuing the dig. On Wednesday it was too wet from all the rain to dig, so we cleaned specimens and learned about the kind of things that we were going to find when we started digging again, so that we'd be of some use even if we don't have much experience. Thursday it was better. We were excavating. It was mud. Very difficult to screen to find things, but we persevered through it, extended 2 quads. Near the end of the day on Thursday, we noticed 2 soil stains, one a red one running west from the Muhlenberg house and one a circular white one. That was near the end of the dig day. The decision was made to continue looking at those and for those on Friday. The white circular stain turned out to be a trash pit with all kinds of interesting things in it. The red stain's indeterminate as far as what it is. It doesn't seem to continue toward the house completely. But we also found, as we excavated and opened another quad closer to the house, that the soil had been disturbed from the reconstruction of the house when it was re-mortared. Having a great time out here. The Muhlenberg house is open on Sunday afternoon. The dig will still be going on Sunday afternoon, although this is the last week, and you ought to come out and in dirty clothes and help.
And they'll be dirty shortly afterwards if
Right.
they were. So, one of the things I've been interested in being here is seeing the process by which our fearless leader, Lou Farrell, integrates people with no experience in archaeology into the process. And it's just a great model for learning how to work with volunteers. So although Russ and I have both always wanted to be archaeologists, we did not know any of the practices of how to go about it. And I'm finding within the vagaries of site and everything else, there is a process, consistency to the process by which the dig is done, broken down into simple steps so that all of us can participate at every level. And we have, in every single way. Each of us here on the dig, which is high school students, college students and graduates and retirees can do each of the steps from troweling and sifting to finding great things. We found a half of glass yesterday. We're finding old salt pottery from England, from the earliest time of this dig. Along with this breaking down of the tasks for volunteers and including them so well, what I'm seeing also is an importance in the archaeology to complete the task that is assigned at that moment, so that one tries not to finish a section before moving on to something else, even if that means bisecting a quad and working one half of it and then the other, and resisting the temptation to pull pieces of pottery out of the other section. And measurement is tremendously important, as well as the last piece, which we'll do before the dig is closed off, and that's replacing your divots, so that for the following year, before we come back, the dig will be here going on in summers for 4 years, you won't have people falling into these holes that we've made. I think also earlier here in the back of the Muhlenberg house is evidence of the summer kitchen, which was dug earlier. So I really would encourage you all to come out. Sunday afternoon, the Muhlenberg house is open, gift shop's open, and you can see what's going on. Next year is the 300th anniversary of Muhlenberg's mission in this country, and there'll be many festivities, and part of those will be what has come out of the ground. So Russ and I have both just enjoyed this tremendously and would really recommend to you and your church groups and all kinds of university groups, clubs, whatever, to come and be part of the dig and open up a new piece of the world to yourselves.